Hello, what's up guys? This is Math Legend Presents and today we are going to look at how to derive the quadratic formula. Now, every single quadratic can be represented in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, with a and b being the coefficients and c being a constant. We are going to use the completing the square method and to basically isolate the x variable and bring everything on the other side. So firstly, we factor out a. Now this might look very complicated, but basically we're going through the steps of completing the square. I suggest watching some videos if you haven't watched, if you don't know it yet. But we are adding it b over 2a, everything squared inside the brackets, and minusing it out outside the brackets to balance the equation. Now, we also minus out the a because the a is also in here, so we have to minus it out. Just remember that. Now, same equation from before. We can now factorize it now to x plus b over 2a, everything squared. And this is basically what completing square does. We make it so that only one x as opposed to 2. I also multiplied out the squares, so b squared over 4a squared plus c. Nextly, we bring all of this to the other side, and I also cancel out the a, one of the a, so we get b squared over 4a minus c. Next, we combine the fractions. So you want to make it into one fraction so it's easier to understand and to calculate. So we have minus 4c. Next, we divide a on both sides, so 4a squared, b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Now this might look familiar. It's actually the discriminant, and you'll use it later on. Not in this video, but yeah. So nextly, we square root it, and make sure to add the plus or minus because we are taking the two different roots if there is, and the 4a squared also nicely cancels into 2a. Now we're gonna minus b over 2a on both sides, and you see this looks familiar, doesn't it? And because it's over 2a and this is also over 2a, you can just minus it nicely. So this is actually the quadratic formula. X is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now to give a definition, official definition, given a quadratic equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we have x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And thank you for watching. I hope you learned something, and this is Math Legend signing off.